All right. Well, welcome back to Technically Disoriented. Um, Today we're not going to talk about technology. Not much, really. We're going to talk about chicken because while talking to Brian one time about restaurants, I discovered that there was some deep feelings lurking below the surface about chicken restaurants. So, Brian, I have a couple questions for you. I know the answers to these because I've heard these, but I'm interested in
For
them
the
again.
crowd.
Yeah,
Go
for the
ahead.
crowd. First off, of the generic chicken restaurants, which ones are your favorite, and which ones do you not like, and why? And then tell me about barbecue sauce. So, I'm gonna give you like the ranking, the restaurants to rank tier list here. We've got Chick-fil-A, we've got Popeyes, we have KFC, we have Zaxby's. That's a thing in some places, and it's somewhat available here. And there was another one. There's a couple that are like location specific around here.
Church's Chicken,
Church's Chicken. Oh, Canes.
Canes,
Yeah,
Raising
Raising
Canes.
Canes. Yeah, give me
What's the other one? What's the other chicken place? Slim Chickens.
Slim Chickens. Yeah,
Have you had Slim Chickens?
yeah.
Okay.
So give me your thoughts on all those. And
First of all, if you hadn't noticed, I enjoy food, so that's a thing.
don't we all?
Um, Probably a little too much. So here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you the ones that I don't like, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't like them.
Okay.
Canes is not good. Raising Canes
Ooh.
is not good. And I realize that that's a hot take because it's a very popular thing right now. And I'm going to tell you why it's not good. It is not good because the sauce sucks.
You're just not a big fan of the
I'm
sauce.
not a big fan of their sauce. Like the Raising Cane's sauce is not good. It doesn't taste good to me, and that's an opinion, and I understand.
Yeah,
that's
all
an
of this
opinion.
is opinions. All of this is opinion.
None of it is factual. I'm sure they're doing great. And then the first time I tried a Raising Cane's, it was when the one that was near my house like had recently opened, and I think they had cooked the chicken too fast. So I think they were just cranking it out because they had so many people like in line coming to the thing. I have subsequently tried it, and the chicken itself was better, but the sauce still didn't work for me. It just wasn't a thing. So I don't really like Raising Cane's. Slim Chickens is okay, but they also don't have great sauce. Basic barbecue sauce, just like your basic honey barbecue sauce. I don't like their sauces because they're really liquidy, but the chicken's okay. My number one restaurant that I will keep going back to on a regular basis is Chick-fil-A. I think that their chicken is consistently good. I think that whatever their process is, they're taking enough time and effort into the process that it becomes very consistently better than other restaurants. Like I also enjoy Popeyes from time to time, but there's been more than one. There's been more times at Popeyes that
You've been let down?
that I've been let down than at Chick-fil-A. And I think that that's really all you can really get to in a fast food chain place is
consistent. Consistently okay.
Consistently okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, I'm not selling Chick-fil-A on the side or whatever. Although I do think I could do better chicken, and I should do it on Sundays at some Chick-fil-A location so that people would just come to me and buy chicken. Anyway, it's fine. So here's the sauce, and like you say, it's not really technically disoriented, but it really is, and it's another one of those topics of conversation where somebody in some boardroom somewhere thought we need to redo this thing, and so it becomes a conversation of redo the thing, and then how can we change the thing to either make it better or cheaper or like whatever. And at some point, a couple years ago, this has probably been 10 years ago now, Chick-fil-A changed their barbecue sauce. And the reason that's important is I don't like Chick-fil-A sauce. I realize that is also a hot take. Chick-fil-A sauce is disgusting.
Brian's coming in with some big hot takes.
It really is not good. And if you've convinced yourself that Chick-fil-A sauce is good, you're lying to yourself. It is a cheap honey mustard, which is really more like honey mayo, and it's disgusting. It's really not good.
For the record, I actually do like Chick-fil-A sauce, so like
You're foul.
that's fine.
So the barbecue sauce, I really like the barbecue sauce. Again, it's one of those like consistently good things. But a couple years ago, they switched it. They went to like a smokehouse barbecue sauce. And I did not realize that they had changed their barbecue sauce. And I thought that it was like I thought they had just changed the packaging. So I go in, I order my Chick-fil-A, and I'm trying to eat it, and the sauce is nasty. Like the barbecue sauce is gross. It was like a super basic mesquite flavored smoky barbecue sauce, and it came in a brown package. And it outraged me.
I love how you say that because like saying that like that sentence brought like my mouth is watering a little bit. Like it's a basic like mesquite flavored smoky barbecue sauce. Like that sentence sounds good,
Sounds
but it's
tasty.
hilarious hearing you say it as though it's like this sucks.
It really wasn't good. It didn't fit with the chicken spices, and that's a big deal. Like when you're talking sauces, like if it doesn't go with whatever you put on in the breading or the meat or you grilled it with or you marinated it with, like the sauce becomes like not the good part about it. And the reason that I like the normal Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce is like it goes well with the chicken. Like it goes well with the spices they use on the chicken.
Mhm.
So anyway, I ate there and I thought there's no way they're keeping this. This has to be some sort of test. Because I was in a Chick-fil-A in North Carolina when I realized, and then I went home and I had Chick-fil-A a couple weeks later and I realized that they had changed their barbecue sauce. They had legitimately changed their barbecue sauce. And I think I forgot that they had changed their barbecue sauce and I went back and
Or maybe you were like, that was a North Carolina thing.
no, so I knew about it when I came back home, and then I think I forgot about it. And a couple weeks after the return trip, a couple weeks later, I tried it again, and it was the same nasty smokehouse barbecue sauce, and it was really peppery. Like that was the thing that I don't like a barbecue sauce that's really peppery.
Okay.
Peppery goes on the meat, not in the sauce, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion, and I'm not a chef.
You are an enjoyer of food.
I am an
though.
enjoyer of food.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got so mad. I didn't eat my food. I just threw it away, and I went to some other restaurant.
I remember
So-
this. I'm
I
remembering
was so
this now.
upset. And so I went to the internet. I went to my people on the internet. I was like, there's got to be somebody that has a recipe for Chick-fil-A's barbecue sauce. And I found a forum on some website, and there were people that were just as angry as me, just as pissed off that they changed the stupid barbecue sauce. That we were trying to remake the barbecue sauce. I actually I like had some additions to it. I like me and like 3 or 4 other people like basically tried to recreate the Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce. And it was months, and then I would take my own barbecue sauce in, and I would eat Chick-fil-A with my own barbecue sauce. And then it got to the point where this website also started a petition to have Chick-fil-A change the barbecue sauce back, and I signed it like 3 dozen times. Like I went and filled the stupid form out like 3 or 4 times. There's another factor about this stupid chicken story. The smokehouse foil covering over the sauce, it would rip. Like every other Chick-fil-A sauce packet would open just like normally. And then before the smokehouse barbecue, the barbecue sauce one opened normally, and then the foil packaging for the barbecue sauce would rip. It made me so angry that it would rip. Like that was another fact. It was not good, and then the packaging would rip. And to this day,
this has got you heated.
Chick-fil-A's barbecue sauce packets rip more frequently than other packets. Like it'll just rip right down the middle, and it really makes me angry because I can open other sauces and they open just fine. So anyway, after signing the petition and then I quit eating. It was such a pain in the ass to like make this sauce and so I could go enjoy chicken the way I wanted to eat the stupid chicken that I quit eating at Chick-fil-A.
I was just, wasn't there a part where you emailed or sent a
Oh, I
letter to
did.
their corporate office or
Oh, I
something like
did.
that?
I
Like,
looked up their like main customer appreciation, and I sent multiple letters,
mhm.
multiple emails. Some it was I typed up one and I sent it multiple times. But I was so frustrated with the dumb barbecue sauce choice that someone made for whatever the reasons that they made it.
It was a supplier
Yeah,
issue or
some kind of
something.
supplier problem or
Yeah.
like whatever the thing was. And this was years ago. Like this was 10 years ago. It's like 2013, 2012, 2013, something like that. I have a picture. I'll go look up and see what the date was. um I quit eating at Chick-fil-A for like a year or two. And then the like I was still like, maintaining contact with the people in the sauce forum. And I remember I got it. I checked my email that I had used to sign up on the thing, and I hadn't looked at it for a while. And they and they had sent a mass email back to everybody that was on that forum. It was like they brought the sauce back. And so I went and had Chick-fil-A. They brought their original barbecue sauce back after it had been gone for like a year. And I like to think that I was
Part of
instrumental
that, yeah.
in bringing that sauce back.
Oh man, the chicken story is a trip, man. That is a trip. I mean, it's really the barbecue sauce story.
It's really a barbecue sauce story.
Because like you could have taken that homemade barbecue sauce to any of these, the Popeyes to the wherever, and you probably would have been fairly happy with it then.
No, that's not how that
Hmm.
works.
It's
And
the way you said it's the way the spices
it's
blend.
the way
So.
that they make the chicken nuggets and the chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A. It's whatever
Okay.
spices they use in that breading
Hmm.
that makes that sauce work. Like if you go eat, like you should try it. Like go eat Chick-fil-A sauce on some other company's like chicken sandwich. It's not the same. It doesn't work.
Hmm.
Like these restaurants make sauces based on how, like Wendy's has changed their barbecue sauce multiple times over the years, and it used
Yeah.
to be a lot better. Like I thought
You actually
Wendy's
don't
barbecue
like
sauce.
modern.
I don't
Wendy's
like
barbecue sauce.
modern Wendy's barbecue sauce.
So
It's not as good.
so really, even more than a chicken connoisseur, you are a barbecue sauce connoisseur. Like
Yeah.
you have strong feelings about barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That's-
I've made my own barbecue sauce. It's pretty good. I've made my own like smoky mustard sauce, which is pretty good.
That is interesting how like the one small thing ruins the whole experience sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll give you since we've only been going for 12 minutes. I'll give you my food hot take and I'll see
Okay.
what you think about
All
it.
right.
This is a small one. This is a small one. And I think we've got plenty of food hot takes. We'll come back to this, but everyone talks about how amazing Shake Shack is.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of Shake Shacks around here, so I haven't eaten it a ton of times, but I've had it when I've gone to other places, and there's a few here now. Shake Shack is not that great. It's not bad. Like don't get me wrong, it's not bad. I'm not completely taking a dump on them, but I don't like crinkle fries. And again, by that I mean it's a French fry, so it's fine. But there's something about crinkle fries. Every other kind of fry that you can
You're
possibly
talking about
make.
the ones that have the wavy that
Yeah.
are just straight that are wavy.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everyone
Yep.
knows what we're talking
Yes,
about.
those
Crinkle
ones.
fries.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but every other kind of fry that you can get, every restaurant's version tastes a little different. McDonald's thin fries taste different from Wendy's thin fries taste different from whatever your local place's thin fries. The one diner across the street makes their homemade fries one way, and the one diner across the street makes it another way. Like it's the how it was fried, it's the type of oil or lard or whatever it's fried in, it's the type of like salt or other seasoning they put on it. Like there's some difference. Every crinkle fry I have ever had in my entire life, whether it's from the nicest restaurant that happens to have crinkle fries to a fast food place to the crinkle fries you get out of the freezer aisle at the grocery store, all taste the exact same. And they are not that great. And I don't get it. Maybe it's the exact same supplier. There's like some kind of dark monopoly on crinkle fries behind the scene, but I don't particularly
I want to
like.
investigate this now.
I know that I don't.
Because you're not wrong. Like
You
you've
feel the
said
same
that
way?
now, and I feel the exact same way. Every crinkle fry comes out of the
Like
same bag.
I taste steak fries from different places and they're drastically different.
Yeah,
I taste regular like home style fries from different places and they taste drastically different. Even waffle fries
tastes
like
different.
taste different
Yeah,
at different places, which
yeah,
is crazy because that's also like a kind of harder to make. You're not really making those in the back like you are a home style fry.
right.
Like like eh, even those taste different, but every crinkle fry I have ever tasted has the same underlying something about it that makes it taste the exact same. And so I don't like Shake Shack's fries is the piece of that. And then I think their burgers are fine, but I have this weird thing. I'm not a particularly talented cook, and so if a thing tastes like it would if I made it, I don't like it because not that amazing of a chef. And Shake Shack's burgers have this taste to them that taste like I just grabbed whatever old hamburger meat off of the store, smacked it onto a grill, grabbed whatever generic lettuce and buns out of the bakery section and whatever, and smacked it on there. It tastes exactly like that. And for some people, that like homemade taste is like a good thing. But if I'm going out to eat at a restaurant, I want something that tastes like I couldn't make it. Do, is that crazy?
No, I actually don't think that's crazy.
I
I have the same challenges with eating at most restaurants.
yeah,
Like I personally think that I make a better filet mignon than most
than
restaurants
most
I've
restaurants.
ever eaten at.
Uh huh.
And I've eaten some very expensive
Filet
steaks over
mignons.
the
Hmm.
years,
Hmm.
which I think is probably the reason why I learned to cook them, because I personally can't afford to eat that nice of a steak. So this is all
Hmm.
company money or some customer provided,
Yeah.
someone else paid for it. And so I've
Yeah.
eaten some very nice restaurants, and I have a hard time going out and eating because I think I cook a better steak.
Yeah.
And so I like apply that to all
Hmm.
other hamburgers and stuff. If you can make it better at home, but there's also a personal thing that goes into it, right? Like if you make something at home that you really enjoy making at home and then go try and eat the same kind of thing at a
True.
restaurant, it's not the same. It doesn't,
True.
because there's a personal accomplishment factor in there as well, right?
True.
Like so flavor aside, like I'm
Yeah.
also not a Shake Shack person. I don't think Shake Shack there's a lot of burger places I don't think do a very good job. It's
And
very utility food.
yeah. Well, like I said, I don't hate Shake Shack. Like it's fine food. It's just that like I guess to summarize, my biggest problem with Shake Shack is that if I went to Walmart, picked up a crinkle cut fry off of the freezer, grabbed whatever generic meat is in the freezer section, and just really quickly smacked that on my thing and made up a quick hamburger, I
It's
honestly
essentially
feel
the
like
same
it
thing.
would taste exactly the same. And that's a slight turnoff for me
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
And I don't get that other places. And admittedly, even though like Wendy's and McDonald's and those other fast food places and even like um, whatever, even though they're not objectively that great of a burger, there's something about eating one of those that is like cheap, which is something that Shake Shack cannot say.
Yes.
Uh,
Because
fat.
the money factor plays a factor too, right?
I'm dropping.
If I'm gonna go
I'm dropping
spend
$13.
if I'm gonna go spend $15 on a meal,
Yeah.
like $15 at Wendy's goes way farther than $15 at Shake Shack.
Dude, $15 at Wendy's is 3 5 for 5s or $5 biggie bags or whatever
Yeah,
they
yeah,
call them, right? And
right.
$15 at Shake Shack is one
It's
generic hamburger,
one burger,
with
and some
with
shitty fries.
yeah, with freezer style crinkle fries. So
with freezer bag fries.
yeah, so I don't know. And this is all opinion. Like you could debate this forever. Like in the comment section, people will be like, "No, but it's good when it tastes like it's homemade."
No,
And no,
it's not.
like
No,
whatever.
it's not.
It's fine. It's fine.
So at one
all
point,
opinion.
At
all
one
opinion.
point, my nephew and I had a raging debate going on about burger joints, and so here's like my like the distilled down version of that. If I'm going to go out and eat a burger at a restaurant, fast food restaurant, because you have to classify fast food versus like a sit down place.
A Red Robin or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like a place like a burger place or whatever. If I'm going to eat fast food burgers, I'm going for Five Guys. That's my number one choice for burger places. I think Five Guys does a great burger. If I'm going number 2, I'm gonna go Wendy's. Like those are those like, and Wendy's is less expensive. So if I feel budgety today, I'm gonna go Wendy's versus Five Guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then beyond that, it just deteriorates down there. My bottom two are McDonald's and In-N-Out.
Really, you are not an In-N-Out
I am
person.
not an In-N-Out person.
I mean, we just revealed that we're somewhere in the western half of the United States, but that's fine. Either way, yeah. I didn't know that. That's
not
interesting.
an In-N-Out guy.
Emily actually, like In-N-Out is her go-to like cheap burger.
No way. No way.
Is it something about their sauce as well, or is it?
No, my In-N-Out problem is the same as your Shake Shack problem.
Oh,
like,
you feel like I
like I'm not getting value out of this thing because like I could go make 20 of these for the same amount of money that I just paid from just buying ingredients and going home and doing it.
I do confess, In-N-Out is cheaper, which I do appreciate about it. Like that is nice.
But their shakes are gross. I hate the concept of their dumb hidden menu.
We've unlocked a whole new can of worms here. Brian doesn't
You
like
didn't know
hidden
that?
menus. No.
In-N-Out's stupid hidden menu. I hate that. Here's the 3 things we serve here, but actually we serve 9,000.
That is funny. I mean, if you think about it, every restaurant has a hidden menu. You just have to ask for them to make things differently.
You're right. But at least we have grilled onions. Whereas the normal human being that's never heard of the In-N-Out hidden menu doesn't have the slightest idea what animal style is.
Do you want to hear a funny thing about?
And by the way, animal style is not good. It's drippy. It's juicy. It doesn't taste good.
I'm gonna give an agree to that one.
It tastes like propane grilled onions. That's what it tastes like to me.
I'm gonna give an agree to that one. I just don't like any kind of fry that's drenched in something.
Yeah. You're not a poutine guy?
I've actually never had poutine, but I would imagine that I probably wouldn't. I just am like, why not just dip the fry in the gravy, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing.
Like, why not do that?
You could go that route.
Because, I don't know.
I do really like cheese fries, though.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like nachos to me. It's kind of like eating nachos. Like chili cheese fries. Chili cheese fries are great.
I can be down for that when I'm in the mood to get kind of messy and get into it.
But I always eat chili cheese fries with a fork anyway. That's fork food. Poutine's fork food.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not handheld.
Here's another hot take. I love
eating. What do you mean another hot take?
Another hot
This
take?
whole conversation is a hot take.
Well, this is a separate one that you just brought up.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. Quick story. My dad liked Burger King, and so Burger King was kind of a go-to. And also, I grew up in kind of a smaller...
Burger King's like 4th or 5th on my list.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I also grew up in a kind of a smaller town, and so we didn't have a ton of options. Like the next closest large town was 30 minutes away in any direction. Yeah. And so if we're just going to dinner, we were just going to whatever was in town, and Burger King happened to be there. And so because their slogan was "Have it your way," I got it stuck in my brain that only at Burger King could I ask them to like remove the ingredients or whatever, like the mustard and the tomato or whatever off my burger.
Okay.
Because like it was little kid me, you know, like you kind of think these weird things. Yeah. So for the longest time, I had it stuck in my brain that like Burger King had some special, you know, like, well, you could ask them to do anything, whereas at other places you could only ask, or like you can't ask them to do whatever, or it's extra or something. Like, and all that's bullcrap. It's just like it was just young impressionable Hunter being susceptible to marketing. But here's my other hot take. I love the flavor of nachos. I love the creativity. I like the whole thing. But unless I'm in the mood to just swim in ingredients, I think that there should be a better way to eat nachos, and it's called a taco. Because every time, like, you can't eat nachos with a fork unless you're some crazy master and you can balance the chip in between the tines of the fork and pick up the pork. Yeah. So you're basically forced to go in with your hands on nachos, but the more the better quality nachos you get, the more messy it is to eat, which is this weird curve of like I've gone to an expensive or a nice sit down restaurant. Like there's one in downtown that Emily and I have gone to a couple times, and it's good. Don't get me wrong; they have really good nachos. But like I'm going to a place to sit down and have dinner, and there's other human beings around me, and I'm like shoving food in my face, and stuff is falling in my lap because like I can't balance carnitas, cheese, tomato, onion, and guac all on one chip at a time and shove it all into my face. Like I always
Have you seen? Sorry, I have to interject this.
No, go.
Have you seen the countertop nachos that people do for parties?
Yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's just like it's one of those things that's like really fun in theory and really not fun in practice.
I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have the family over. I'm gonna do countertop nachos.
I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. I like eating them because they're tasty, so I keep doing it. Like I'm not gonna stop ordering nachos. It's just that every time I leave after eating nachos, I'm like, there was a better way to do this. There was a better way to consume this food.
I mean, you're not wrong. But I do think that there are certain restaurants that you shouldn't eat nachos at, and one of those is like Taco Bell. Like you should not eat nachos from Taco Bell.
Nachos from Taco Bell
because they put them in that tin, and then it sits on the counter. And if nachos sits for like even 2 minutes,
oh, you are so
you're
done.
toast.
Yeah, because
Like
nobody wants to eat the like cheese
like
drenched.
You gotta
like,
go to
chips.
a proper restaurant that ovens the nachos before they bring them out to your table.
Oh, that's a whole other food hot take.
You see what I'm saying?
Any kind of food that's supposed to be like mixed in some way.
Yeah.
That bugs me. Like burritos and nachos are the things that do it a lot. Like when someone takes out this whole plate of nachos and it's like stacked up, and then they just put stuff on top, and so you've got the top layer of chips that are drenched and completely thin, whatever, and then you get through the top layer,
it's dry,
and you
or
just
you
have
got all the
chips.
juices, and the chips are gross.
Yeah. And then burritos do the same thing. Like I can't tell you how many times I've gone and gotten a burrito from whatever place. I eat the top half, I get to the bottom third, and suddenly
it's all sour cream and
just
guac.
eating sour cream, and I'm like, "Ugh, I did not sign up.
Like get a fork and wrap it.
Yeah.
Or like run lines across.
I
the thing,
used
something.
to actually crack open my burritos, like put salsa all up and down the burrito and redistribute all of the stuff, and then rewrap it up because it bugged me so bad when they were just like, bam, meat, bam, guac, bam, sour cream, bam.
And then they wrap it up in a line this way.
Yeah, and now I'm just going through like a flavor like progression of here's the meat chunk of the burrito, here's the sour cream chunk of the burrito, here's the guac chunk of the burrito. Oh, that bugs me so bad.
I just want to say that we at Technically Disoriented think that everything is disoriented.
And again, once again,
why are you manufacturing burritos that are a flavor experience by the mouthful of a specific flavor?
And once again,
I ate the rice first, then I had beans,
Yeah.
then I had lettuce,
yeah,
then cheese.
this isn't supposed to be a Willy Wonka 5-course piece of gum. Like I want all of those ingredients at the same
Mixed.
time, dog. Yeah,
Like specifically in a burrito scenario.
very
like you
specifically in a
definitely don't
burrito.
want to eat a mouthful of sour cream.
I like sour cream mixed into stuff, but I am the kind of guy who would never eat a spoonful of sour cream.
Oh, I don't think I would either.
Ugh.
We're doing that on the next episode.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we should.
No, we'll go get a burrito.
I feel like we should.
No, we'll go get a burrito from somewhere and play the lottery and see if the bottom chunk is just
the
sour
bottom
cream.
chunk is all sour cream.
Yeah, it'll be like a fun like, did we get crappy burritos? Anyways, we are, for anybody who just watched all of these and are like just furious with us after all of our hot takes.
Good. Comment below.
Yeah, please let us know. We know that
Share it out.
I am fully aware that we are just as technically disoriented as any of the things that we have just ranted about. So let us know.
That's not even a question.
Yeah. So anyways, I think that's going to be all for today. Brian, do you have anything else?
No. I just want to thank the 25 viewers from the last video.
Dude, we're popping off, man. We are going so hard. All right. Well, anyways, see y'all next time.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.